Hey, good day, y'all. It's Thursday, and this is Joe with Backyard Garden Journey. Just gonna take a quick garden walk, show you what's going on here in the garden. A lot of these things have been here since last year or the year before. The idea of this garden is to create a space eventually where things will be perennialized and I don't have to come out and plant so much. Just the annuals that I like every year, like my tomatoes and things. This sage has been here. This is the third year for this sage. And this is some type of flower, not even sure. I do think it's I hope it's a calendula. Strawberry runners. This is from these strawberry plants. It's the third year for these. I'm going to have to thin out the bed because the strawberries have taken over the whole bed. I put 20 seeds down here of lime basil, and this is the only lime basil I see. These are garlic chives. My lavender is opening up. You see the little bee in there, or fly, or I'm not sure what that is, but I'm gonna leave it alone. And some tomatoes, extra tomatoes that I have, my peppers, my eggplants are waiting to go into the garden. I have a lot of these little guys in the garden. And they've been eating on the red vein sorrel. You see those down here. I don't care. There's plenty of it to go around. You see I cut down the valerian root. It's still trying to flower back in the back. Sage, more sage, oregano. This is rosemary I bought from Kroger. Cilantro. Perpetual spinach. These are some marigolds. Some more strawberries that I picked up the runners and tried to put them in pots. Another deal here. Chives from last year. This is the lilac that I started. Actually, I just took a branch to see if it would root itself in this cup, and it did. Zucchini. Been checking it every day, make sure nobody's hitching a ride on it. Spreading out. Tomato. It'll probably be a cherry tomato. I'm not sure, but I planted in this pot. Some basil, calendula. This cosmos was self-seeded from last year. These are echinacea or cornflower, I believe. We shall see. That's what I planted here last year. I'm not sure if it came back, so we'll see. Parsley from this bed last year when it went to seed. Strawberry. Red vein sorrel. You can see that it self-seeds very, very easily, because this plant went to seed last year and there are babies everywhere that I didn't plant, like down here, over here. See that one? This is radish that went to seed, and it's so funny, I didn't see the little bee in the inside. He enjoying it. That's why I haven't cut these down, because the little bitty animals seem to be liking it, so they pollinate too. But this was what was so curious about it. After the flower, look at it, it looks like little broccoli, and it actually tastes like broccoli, but just really spicy, like the radish would be, because that's what this is. And then this cluster of plants here, strawberry and chives from last year. Now these strawberry and chives were in that that little white planter that I have the little strawberry plants in. So I set it free last year, and that's what I'm going to do with those when they get strong enough. And see my little friends that's been here in the garden, but they're not seeming to bother too much of anything. These are wildflowers, a combination of red vein sorrel. See, they self-seeded there. Everything over here is kind of getting big. These are wildflowers that I planted the seeds out earlier this year, like March. See all that red vein sorrel? So if it goes to seed this year, I'm gonna just cut it down. This is thyme. This was in a pot, so I set it free this year. More tomato plants that I have, extras. I'm not sure what kind of tomato that is. Mint. This is an African marigold, and then it's going to be white. Lavender chives. More mint. More lavender. I gotta set this lavender free. I was trying to keep some of the lavenders in pots to give away. So now I'm going to divide them and find places for them, and then I'll put some more back in the pots. Oh, this sunflower, I didn't plant it here. There's 2 of them, and it is the strongest sunflowers, so they like to self-seed themselves. This is from last year. Thyme, so this went to flower, and I cut it back. So this side I cut back, and this side I didn't. See the difference? And then this humongous thing here is a bush covered in wild grapevines. It's been here. This hot mess I got going on over here. Got some calendulas here. This is parsley that looks like it's dying off. I'll replace it. Chives, some pots that I'm waiting for the plants that I'm holding in the little cups. More lavender. This lavender is in a pot. This lavender is in the ground. Now see the sunflower that I planted? I planted that one from a cup. See how weak and scrawny that one is? The ones that self-seeded are huge in comparison. That's my compost in place bin. Red vein sorrel I cut back because it was going to seed. Some cucumber, and I planted more seeds down here. Wait for those to come up. This is a tomato. Not even sure what kind, don't really care. Basil in the bottom. This is the oregano plant that we've had for, this is the 3rd year in this pot, and I'm going to set it free someplace in the yard after I take some more clippings. Lavender. See how the red vein sorrel goes to seed? I'll cut them back, but this is it's sending up the shoots to go to seed again. Some flowers that were here when we moved here. Mint. My lilac, our lilac tree. I think this is some type of gardenia bush. The flowers don't last very long, but they smell so wonderful. Compost bins, tomatoes. I believe those are chocolate cherry tomatoes. Beans, strawberry, another tomato. I put beans all along here. This is the bed, the last bed that I've been working on. So it still looks a hot mess. This is the lilac that I grew from seed a couple years ago. I saved seeds, I sprinkled them in a pot, and I was curious to see if I could grow it. And here it is, but I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. Got some sage plants and strawberries in the back here. This is a new area this year. Calendula, looks like some celery, marigold. This is tarragon. I believe this is Russian tarragon. I'll double check, make sure which one I have. And this is peppermint from the store. This is our parsley going to seed. Alfalfa going, flowering. Got got some more wildflowers and perpetual spinach at the bottom. And this valerian root plant I was going to cut down, but there were some bees enjoying this today, and I really like to feed our pollinators, so I left it. I just walked away from the bush. This bed here, we have 2 tomatoes, and then we have sweet potatoes. We have some garlic chives and perpetual spinach. And here, these are more pepper plants. This is some, I think that's celery with the pepper plants, because some of that I didn't put in there. Eggplant, Black Beauty eggplant. And then this is jalapeno. So, still cleaning up and straightening everything up. Getting the beds how we like them. Gotta walk past the bush to get to the front. And then we have, this is the sage that I have been using to make the smudge sticks. And see, it's going to flower. I love the flowers, and I'm going to continue to cut this back, and you can see the new growth all the way already at the bottom. This is red romaine and some celery plants. And then over here we have more mint. This is spearmint. All the flies are there because I put fish fertilizer on it. And I think that's pretty much all I have to show you guys today. Thank you guys for tuning in, taking a quick walk with me. Just want to let you guys see what we have going on here in Michigan. 6B. This is Joe with Backyard Garden Journey. Hope everyone has a wonderful day. And please get out there and grow something. Grow yourself some food.